Hey, welcome back, guys. It's been a long time. So I'm working on my Rover HSE 5.0. It's a luxury edition. So lately we've been having some issue with the left front drive shaft, the axle. It's been making a lot of clicking noise from the inside, not from the outer end, but from the inner end. That connects to your what you call the word I'm looking for, differential. However, so I have replaced, we try to fix the old OEM drive shaft, the XL, but it didn't work. So in between, when we were installing the new part, putting the new boot, everything, and then something went wrong, and of course it start making a clicking noise internally. So whether I'm driving on 5 miles per hour, it's making click 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 from the inside, like as you move. So I got myself a new XL, and we're gonna go ahead and replace that. So first thing what we want to do, we're gonna definitely use the jack, take off the wheel, put the jack stand under the car, make it secure to work on, and then I'm gonna show you step by step how to do that. So there's two different methods to do it. One, you can just remove the knuckle, removing two bolts behind the wheel, or the other one would be like taking and removing all your control arms and tie rod end, and then that way you don't have to remove the knuckle. Both ways are kind of similar. One is more time consuming the other. So let's see. I'm gonna try to remove the knuckle by removing two bolts. And first, let me go ahead and let me jack up the car and remove this wheel, and then we get to that. Okay, stay tuned. All right, guys. So I have removed the tire. So this is the knuckle, and in order to remove these two bolts, the nuts, you're gonna need 22 mm. You can just use that. Remove this tie rod end right here, and then this sway bar link right here. That should be either 18 or 19 mm depending what you have. So remove this bolt, the nut, and then get this link out, get this tie rod end out, loosen up your the control arms bolt right there. That should be 21 mm, and one in this side, one on this side. This calls upper and lower. So this one is the lower, the front one. The rear one is called and known as upper control arm. All right, so once you get them a little loosened up, that will give some flexibility, by which if you about to get this knuckle out, that way it will come out. And then here is your XL nut. Mine is 26 mm. In the original OEM it would be 36 mm key that you're gonna need with the 12 points. So get this loosened, push that XL out, and then you can just slide it out of there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to that. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on, I think I'm gonna try off with this, loosen up this knuckle and remove this tie rod end, get my sway bar link out, loosen up the control arms, and then go from there. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, so please make sure you have a jack, secure your vehicle. Don't just rely on the jack stand. However, so what I'm gonna do now, you're gonna need your proper socket to go ahead and loosen this bolt from here. You have to hold the nut behind it, so I'm gonna hold it with the other wrench. Also, while you're doing that, there's a sensor which goes right on your brake pads, so you gotta remove this. I'm gonna get this out of here as well, so there will be some flexibility. I don't want to break the wire. This is for your ABS sensor. You should remove it, like get it loose, and then so it doesn't really get pulled out, or the wire probably gonna break. However, these wires are going here, and you can just open this cap and get them disconnected, so there will be some flexibility. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this sway bar link out. Mine is 19 mm, so I'm gonna remove that bolt, and then tie rod end. I'm gonna remove this tie rod end, which is also 21 mm. All right, once I get this, I'm gonna go ahead and also loosen up this the lower control arm bolt right there. I'm not gonna take all the way out. I'm just gonna get them loosened so there will be some flexibility, and remove these two bolts on the knuckle head, and then we should be able to get this axle out of here. So again, I will loosen this up once I get all these things taken care of. I will loosen this and then push this axle out of here. Then we'll pull the axle out of the differential. All right, stay tuned, please. All right, guys, so I have removed the bolts actually all the way right out there. So I just want to give more flexibility. That's why I figured that I have to remove all of them. So I removed the bolt over there, removed the nut from the top of the tie rod. So I'm gonna just get this out. So then there will be a whole lot more flexibility. Wires are loosened up, the height sensor has been removed and put away, which was mounted here, okay? So please make sure you do all these steps before you go ahead and start removing your bolts and nuts from the knuckle right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and start loosening this axle nut out, so that way I don't have to struggle at last minute. So I'm gonna remove this bolt, and then the last thing would be just removing these nuts and bolts from the knuckle. All right, stay tuned, please. All right, guys, so I just want to show you everything is out. I couldn't find my bungee but so I just tied them up with the tape anyway. So everything is good. My both control arms are down. I have loosened up this nut, axle nut, kind of pushed it out a little bit. Now the only thing left for me, just push it out all the way. Then we're gonna slide this axle out, and we're gonna go ahead and prepare for installing a new one. All right, stay tuned, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so as you can see, I slided out the old axle. As you can see, there's a definitely significant issue with the length. This one seems, the OEM seems to be more stretched out. As you can see, maybe about like 2+ inches than the replacement part, which definitely concerns me. As you can see, this axle from the inside really kind of looking bad. This is the new axle. We're gonna go ahead and start sliding this in. So first, what we're gonna do, we're gonna slide it in up there. That's your differential hole right there, where the pin's supposed to be slid in. And then we're gonna start pushing it in from the axle on the wheel side area. Okay, before you do that, of course, you want to clean all the residue, and then we're gonna get to that. Okay, stay tuned, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I was just sliding in my axle from the rear, right here, from the wheel hub. So thank goodness it was super easy, slide right in without any hassle. And right there, I've inserted the axle in the differential. So now what we're gonna have to do, I just put the nut just to because I didn't want to have this sliding out. So we're gonna go ahead and start pushing this axle into the differential, lock it in. There will be like, there's a pin, so which actually snaps in and grabs the grooves. So we're gonna go ahead and get to that. Once I'm done with placing this axle in its place, you will see right there, there's a black cover which it snaps on. That would be good to go from there. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our the front and the rear control arms back in place, tighten the bolt according to specs, put the tie rod in, the link in, and put the tire back on, and we should be good to go from there. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. All right, guys, as you can see, the new axle is being slided in all the way, been pushed in right there. You just want to make sure there's no gap. And we have the axle nut here. Now, before I tied in, this is the last thing that you ever want to torque or tighten up all the way. So as the bolts for your front and the lower control arms. Why? Because there is a setting, because it's an air suspension. So you just want to make sure your wheel gonna be on the ground before you tighten this up, and your front and the rear or upper or lower control arm bolts and nuts are on the ground. When vehicle is on the ground, not on the jack stand or the lift, then you want to tighten them up all the way. All right, so we're gonna get back to putting things back into place. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my tie rod, sway bar link, all the other stuff. I did not open this, as you can see it, so it was much easier without opening this. I just had to loosen up my front and rear control arms, and then everything was easy peasy. Don't forget to put your height sensor back in its place. Okay, it's gonna come back to your lower control arm, and then we should be good to go. I hope this video helped you. Give us a like and subscribe, and I will come back with more video. Thank you. Bye. All right, guys, as you can see, the tires back on, all the suspension back in its place right here. I did not torque them down. I have the vehicle on the floor now. So I'm gonna go ahead and torque this axle nut since it's on the floor, touching the ground. Once I get this done, that's where I left this wheel hub out, so we will have access to it. Once I'm done, I'm gonna crank the engine so the vehicle will adjust the height from the ground, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish torque these bolts and screw the nuts down for both front and the rear or lower upper control arms, and we should be good to go. I hope this video helped you. Please give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.